Hello, it's me. So, over on the YouTube Kier Starmer channel, who knew? We've got a Kier Starmer's letter to his son on International Men's Day. Now, this piece that I'm bringing to you today is only a reflection and critique of Kier Starmer. Kier Starmer's family is, in my opinion, sacred ground. So, that being said, let's have a listen, shall we?
A letter to my son. It feels like only yesterday that we brought you home. So nervous, but so excited for the journey ahead. Today, almost unbelievably, you're already 17. You're taller than I am. And you've grown into a confident, kind, wonderful young man. And I'm so proud of you. Now, I didn't have a very close relationship with my own dad. When my mum, your grandma Jo, was sick, and she was very sick, he cared for her devotedly, but he and I never really spoke. We never really got to know each other. And I was determined that my relationship with you was going to be different. And spending time with you is one of the highlights of my week, whether it's a takeaway or going to watch the Arsenal.
That's nice, then, is it?
I do know it's not easy growing up in this day and age. I know there are pressures on young men that are difficult to talk about, and questions that, frankly, are difficult to answer. Questions about mental health, masculinity, social media. I remember when we watched Adolescence together, and as a dad, it was tough to see at times. But if there's one hope I have, it's that we keep talking, keep learning from each other, keep helping each other. The reason I do the job I do, and I know that means huge sacrifices for you, for your sister, and your mum, is because I want the world, for tomorrow's generation, to be better. When I was younger, I often had a voice in the back of my head that told me I wasn't good enough or right for certain things. If I had one message for you,
I wonder,
and for every other child growing up, it would be this: don't listen to that voice. Every young person has something to offer. And I want to make sure every child realizes their dreams, so your generation has the future that it deserves. You and your sister are my pride and joy. Love, Dad.
So, there it is. And what do I have to say if I'm being uncharitable when he's just poured his heart out to the nation about his son on National Men's Day? Where's the love? Where's the care? This tomorrow that you want for your children and for the children of this country, does it include ID cards? Facial recognition? Fingerprint pads? You've just introduced, or you're trying rather, to introduce the end of trial by jury. Is that the tomorrow you want for your children? No due process? There is something very uncomfortable about this video and the job that the Prime Minister is actually doing for this country. And I say for this country very loosely. There is a juxtaposition between the emotion that he shows there for his son, which I don't doubt is absolutely real. But if you can have that amount of care, that amount of empathy, that amount of love, and somehow it stops at your doorstep, It's fine for my son, but I'm not really particularly bothered about your son. Politics is a hard, dirty job. And that's the problem with politicians. They know this. It excuses much in what they do. They say sentences like, well, the hard decisions must be made, and I'm the man to make them. And he's making them. Make no mistake. I've always found that this is a problem. Rules for thee, but not for me. So, Mr. Starmer, how's about spreading the love? God knows we could all do with it. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe and share. It does keep the channel relevant and would help me out immensely on YouTube. Until next time, this is me signing off. You look after yourselves.